Oh, you don't have an intro song?
Well, I do, but it's on my keychain. Gonna put it in later.
Oh God!
And we're back. The Wrestling Agenda
We're fucking back.
is back, and better than ever, some would say.
Yep.
We got some post Summerslam, post back to Brooklyn for you today.
Great weekend.
It's what's on the agenda tonight. It was a huge, long, crazy last 4 days.
About 13 hours.
It was almost a full 20, almost a full day of programming.
Oh yeah.
Binge worthy, some would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we've got for you guys today. Our back to Brooklyn picks, I was 80% right.
I was 100%
Cody
right.
was 100% right.
I was.
And I'm kind of jealous of him. We made a SummerSlam predictions one. It didn't get out there because of technical issues. But needless to say,
We did okay?
It was pretty dog shit. I don't think we picked much right.
Well, the reason we didn't pick anything right
I think we picked
they
AJ.
went with stupid,
Yeah.
stupid ideas.
We picked Balor. We picked AJ.
Yeah, we picked Balor. AJ.
We did pick the club in the tag team match. They did win by DQ.
Yeah, but that's.
Yeah, but we'll break that down right now. A huge thank you again to Don Breaker with that killer intro.
Yep, great.
As always, it's been an awesome privilege to work with them. We're not at Black Brick Software today, actually. We're doing this on my laptop, so let us know how it
The
sounds.
Wrestling Agenda headquarters.
Yeah, in Cody's garage. We're big ballers like that.
Yeah, we have all the money.
Just there's a couple mattresses over here.
Yeah.
It's pretty
There's
legit.
a dresser.
It's pretty legit. Someone could legit live in here.
Someone might.
Never know.
Kyle might.
One day. You never know. But yeah, so let's start breaking it down. SummerSlam was...
It was okay. It had its moments, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. There was moments where I was happy to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And there was also moments where I was like, what the fuck? This is 3 years ago booking.
Yeah.
Where you got people like Sheamus going out there and beating Cesaro.
To make the best of seven interesting, which it's
Right.
tired. It doesn't need to be. But
And what was the point of pushing Dolph Ziggler to the main event if you're just going to have him lose in not a very long match? It wasn't as long as it could have been.
And on top of that, we just got done watching SmackDown, and he lost again to AJ tonight.
Yeah, so he had one shot.
Yeah, he could have made it a triple threat, but he lost to AJ. So it's just AJ and Dean, which is awesome.
Like,
maybe that'll change.
Did WWE think that they had to have AJ beat John Cena for him to be taken seriously? Because if not, why wasn't he in the title match at SummerSlam?
Agreed, but
Because it would have been two amazing title matches.
See, AJ was one of those guys that can put over anybody. He's a hell of a worker, and so is Dolph in his own respect. But AJ put over Roman with me. I was like, oh, Roman can kind of wrestle, okay. Right. And I hope he does the same for Dean, because Dean was just boring at SummerSlam.
The one problem I have with Dolph is he can put over everybody except himself, because he sells so hard that he looks weak against everybody.
Agreed. I would agree completely with that. Yeah, he's lacking that factor right now, and he had a banger of a match tonight with AJ. Yeah,
it looked great.
And then you had Breezango as well.
That was a good match.
Yeah,
a surprisingly good match.
We were expecting it to be a squash against Alpha, and turns out Breezango is a real team. They look really good.
There was a point in there where I was like, no, they're not gonna. Are they?
Yeah.
And then they obviously didn't. They didn't win, but
it was close.
It felt like it could happen.
Yeah, it made me wake up and want to watch it. It was awesome.
It was what wrestling's supposed to be.
Agreed. It was very interesting the whole way through. Which they could have just done a 2-minute squash match and everyone would roll their eyes and be like, yep, that's kind of what we expected.
Yeah. What they've been doing with Alpha.
Agreed.
Alpha just destroying the tag division. And then they got new belts and they're like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't fucking do that anymore.
Agreed. The way I feel about SummerSlam was it was good wrestling mixed with just 5 hours. Like, it was long. so long.
7 if you count the pre-show.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. I think it was 5.
It was 5 with the pre-show. You're right. WrestleMania was 7.
Mm-hmm. Which, I don't know, that just feels a little excessive. 4, 3.5, 4 is probably all you need on that, because you could tell it peaked at Cena Styles, which was a phenomenally great match.
It was great.
It was amazing match. It might go down. It's going to be in the discussions for match of the year, I think.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
John did a good job
yeah,
too.
Which is different. Like, I wasn't expecting John. I was kind of expecting AJ to carry a lot of the weight, which he did a little bit.
He
but
always does.
I mean, I would say it was more 60-40 than I was expecting. 80-20.
AJ versus even somebody like Finn or Seth would carry the whole match. That's just
his style. Yep.
Yeah.
And speaking of Finn, he is out 6 months, is the report, with a messed up shoulder. I don't know what the actual thing is.
Buckle bomb.
Yeah, he took that buckle
yet
bomb
another person.
Yep. And I don't think it's on Seth. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's on Seth.
Threw him too early. It is on Seth.
Finn did reach back though.
Well, that's because he threw him too early.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yet another person down with the buckle bomb.
I don't know.
He doesn't put anyone away with it. What's the point of even doing it anymore?
Because it looks sweet.
Until Roman Reigns just doesn't sell it and punches him in the face. That should have been the death of the move right there.
Good point. I don't know.
When it takes out Splash. When it takes a dream match of Sting Undertaker away from me, and now it takes away a title reign from Finn.
Yeah, it sets up this interesting 4-way thing though on Raw next week for the Universal Championship, and it's going to be Rollins, Reigns. Insert eye roll here.
Yeah.
Our boy Kevin Owens and Big Cass.
They can't let Big Cass win. No way Big Cass wins. I mean, I want KO to win, but it's still going to be me being upset that it's not Finn versus KO.
Agreed. I think, my heart says KO. I really think Rollins is going to win it. So help them God if they put it on Reigns. Because
it's over.
It's going to be
the title's dead.
It might as well be a dead thing.
I mean, another thing, going back to SummerSlam, I have a huge problem with the fans that were in attendance. I get that it was a long show.
It was long.
But Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are wrestling in front of you, and you're booing about the belt.
Yeah.
Would they have done that at WrestleMania if the women's title would have sucked?
Yeah, and a lot of people said it did suck that day. They were pissed about it.
Yeah.
They hated it. And then they still put on a banger of a match, and it was forgotten about. And I think the thing is they should have revealed the title at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Which they did with the WrestleMania with the women's. Because then you
let
kind of
everyone
forget
get
about
over it.
Yeah, and don't put it on I mean, I get the putting it on a podium thing, but it's also, I don't know. And I don't hate the title per se. It looks ridiculous.
It looked really good on Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost could tell when they unveiled it that it was for Finn. Because it was all red with black accent. You're not putting that on anybody else.
That's for Raw. But
I know it's for Raw.
Just like the tag titles on SmackDown are blue belts, but they could have also done with a subdued red, like the tag titles on SmackDown. Right. That's how you do a different color belt and make it look good.
Right.
Because blue on a belt looks stupid in my opinion, but they did a really dark blue. It looks good.
I don't like that it's just copycat belts now. Like, why? Because then the second one is still a copy of the first one.
It's supposedly a branding thing, is what I'm hearing. Like, they're trying to make them all look like UFC titles, like they all look the same. And I think that's boring as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah, because there were so many beautiful belts they could have picked from.
Oh, man.
Like, even bringing back the big gold belt, even though, they ruined it the last 2 years, that was WCW's belt. And that was Taker's belt when he got here.
Well, did you see any of the fan art?
The fan art ones were beautiful.
Yeah, they created them, and they were looking awesome. I mean,
because there was one that they used, the old 90s Golden Wing Eagle one that Shawn Michaels used to carry and Bret Hart, that I was thinking, if they do this is the title. This is the number one title. But they fucked it up. Figure.
And then you have Reigns Rusev on after that, which never really happened. I'm glad it didn't, because it was long. But
the last 2 matches didn't really happen.
Yep. And then you have Lesnar Orton, which just felt bizarre and dumb.
We all know that Lesnar can do that to people. What's the point of having him do it at SummerSlam?
Yep. And
and not picking up a win.
Yep. The rumor is it's a work.
Did.
Yep. The rumor is it's a work with the whole elbowing thing. But the major problem I've had with it is Randy's had concussions in the past, hasn't he? Why why
every wrestler has.
Why would you ever want that to go down then? Blade it. I know if you want blood that bad, you can blade for it because that's a hell of a, and that sounds weird if you're not a wrestling fan, like cutting yourself with a razor blade.
Right.
But like Orton's head tonight on SmackDown, like he can't take a bump for a little bit, like on his head.
No, there's no way. He was slurring his speech tonight. He looked out of it.
He looked off.
He looked like someone who had just got a concussion because he did. He got knocked out.
And then they bring out arguably the most charismatic guy in the company, in my opinion, to come and kind of carry that segment with him with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
That was good.
I thought you were going to say Shane from last night, but okay.
Fuck Shane.
Not last night, sorry, Sunday.
You know, we keep hearing about this whole new era. Quote, I'm doing quotes. It's supposed to be about the wrestlers and not about the management. But management's always getting in there. They're always getting their camera time.
See, I don't have a problem with it on SmackDown because they're fan favorite GMs.
Yep.
I want Daniel to get as much time as he can because the crowd loves it.
He was brilliant tonight.
He was great.
Yeah, with breaking up Dolph and AJ, and he's like, "You won't steal a show." Like he was legitimately playing a character, and it was good. Shane, on the other hand, wasn't very impressive.
Well, I mean, and he's slowly, but it's going to happen. Shane is getting pulled back. He's not the guy walking out there saying, this is the match that's going to happen, as boring as possible, because he hasn't been in the wrestling business for, 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah, and it felt like Orton was kind of trying to break in that match. He was, or like after tonight, he was like kind of like he hated the way it ended, and he wants it again, which I get.
Which no one wanted in the first place.
I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea. It was late. It was very late. It should have been done 5 years ago. But
yeah, it should have been done when they were coming up.
Agreed.
When they were both
when they were hot as hell. Yeah. But
because if Lesnar left tomorrow, I don't think anyone would really give a shit.
I'm going to be honest. I'd be in that same club. I wouldn't give a shit if Lesnar left.
Right. Because right now
the guy works limited dates. I hate part-timers.
He puts on boring matches.
He does. He ruined a chairs match with Dean. And to be fair, you put the two of them, in my opinion, two of the most boring people in Lesnar and Ambrose in a chairs match. I thought that was going to be awesome. Or what was it? It was No Holds Bar or whatever.
Dean's boring. But it pains me to say, but Dean's not. He's not there. Agreed. And I think he's on something, or he's taking too many shots to the head because his promos aren't good anymore.
These are rumors, but yeah, I don't.
Right,
know.
I'm not saying like I have proof that he's on something.
we're not the TMZ of wrestling.
No, I just think he's not completely there,
and
it doesn't feel like Dean Ambrose.
It doesn't feel like Lunatic Fringe like Dean Ambrose from like 2 years ago when he was like spraying Rollins with hot dog like the hot dogs cart. Like that was awesome.
Right, and
he was like a little unhinged
when
and
he
crazy,
was the mouthpiece of the Shield, cutting all those promos.
He was fantastic.
He couldn't cut any of those right now.
No, he looks slow.
He was on commentary tonight, and it was not good.
It was pretty bad, actually. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. So we covered that. Then the women's match for the title with Sasha and Charlotte. That was really confusing outcome out of what I thought was a pretty darn good match.
Except that Charlotte almost killed Sasha.
With the drop, yep.
With the drop, because she let her go, and it looked like she was going to take her with, and she slipped out.
It looked like it was supposed to be like a fall-away slam from up there or something like that.
Or like a top rope backbreaker kind of looked like. She was holding her out.
Yeah. And
then when she jumped back, she fell out of her fingers, and well, if you watched it, you saw what happened. She fell on her fucking head.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So we hope Sasha gets back soon. It might just be for her honeymoon or something like that. She did just get married. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
sadly,
I definitely didn't want to see her at her reign end this soon. It was kind of sad to see.
But we did get something out of her leaving. We got somebody come in on Monday.
We did.
We got the number one hugger, Bayley.
And she was brilliant. I thought she was brilliant in that promo with Mick.
She's amazing.
Played off of him. It was so much fun. Just brilliant. Yeah, there's not much to say but that she's a brilliant worker. She killed it the night before with Asuka.
Oh, yeah.
Came made that feel very special. That was a really good match.
Oh, it was amazing. And you kind of knew at the end that it was her farewell.
Yep, because they gave her the ring.
They gave her the ring. She got a thank you, Bailey. But, I mean...
Hugged everybody.
Oh, she hugged everybody. But, I mean, we've seen it before, so it wasn't, like, 100% sure
Yeah.
that it was going to be her debut. But everyone pretty much
Kind of hoped, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hoped. We had the 6 women SmackDown tag match, which I thought was actually really good. Nikki Bella came back.
It was way better than the 12-man tag team match.
Which is weird, right?
Right.
I thought, maybe that's just a case of too many people, and the 6 is just perfect for that, because
The 6 is perfect.
I felt like everyone got their spots in. It was really
and they
good.
had 6 women that can wrestle. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like at WrestleMania where it was 2 or 3 of them could go.
And then like
and
Lana and
Right, and Lana
mouthpieces.
could get there, but I'm just
She's
saying,
not a
like,
wrestler.
it's
I'm
not.
sorry,
It
she's
wasn't a bunch of women wrestlers versus women wrestlers at WrestleMania. This was women wrestling.
Yep,
This is the way it
it should be.
should have been forever.
Yep. So yeah, Charlotte is the new women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
Back to that, and then we had the Kofi, the debacle with Jon Stewart and Kofi and
Right.
the New Day against the Club.
Another thing, Brooklyn. Why boo Jon Stewart? Like, he was just...
He turned heel last year against John Cena, I guess.
Exactly, so why not cheer him? If you're going to boo John Cena, Jon Stewart comes out.
They
He's
booed
just,
both of them. Yeah, it was
yeah,
weird. It was
Jon
weird.
Stewart's coming out to just give you a breather, pretty much. Mm-hmm. A little comic relief.
Which I thought he did well.
Yeah, and he's talking about joining the New Day, and people are chanting boring, and this sucks, and
Yeah.
fuck you. Like, really, I would have gave my left nut to be at both of those shows.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from the NXT crowd because they were awesome.
Awesome.
As usual.
The best.
They're always awesome. But the SummerSlam one, why'd you even go?
A lot of them were pretty bad. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, but it kind of also felt the match didn't feel rushed. It just kind of didn't feel special though either.
I know,
mean,
like,
I don't know. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like a lot was on the line. I don't know. It didn't feel like it was ever going to be the Club. I know they gave that Magic Killer
right.
to Xavier, and you're like, oh, here it comes. Or no, they gave it to Kofi. Excuse
Yeah.
me. And you're like, okay, well, maybe they got it. And then John interfered, and then Big E came out. Like,
Right.
Club still wins by DQ because Big E comes out and wrecks.
Which means they get another shot. Like,
You would
they're going to
assume.
get another
yeah,
shot.
and they've been kind of building it that way.
I'm guessing that someone in WWE forgot about Demolition's run when they were talking about the record or
Yeah.
whatever. And now they're just trying to get New Day to that record.
Yep, to beat out Demolition.
Right.
It kind of feels that way. They're kind of just coasting. It really hasn't been all that impressive or anything. But yeah, so tag titles were kind of disappointing. Whereas on NXT, it might have been my match of the night.
It was up there. It was 2 for me.
Yeah, you had Team DIY. No, DIY.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Yep, Team
Gargano
DIY.
and Ciampa.
Yep, which was a great tag against the
Stupid
Revival.
tag team name.
Awful, but yeah, with against
They
the
could
Revival.
have came out with shirts that said Indie Darlings, and people would have bought the shit out of them.
Yep.
If they were Team Indie Darlings,
Yeah,
because
I'm
they
not
are.
I'm not gonna buy a Team DIY or
No.
something. Like no, that's,
Fuck you.
No, but yeah, so that was good. It was a really good match. Then we have what else did we have on the main card at SummerSlam?
At SummerSlam,
Yeah,
we had the both championship matches. We had
yep. We talked about
I
AJ
know,
Cena.
We had AJ Cena. We had Brock, Randy. We had. What are we
Goodness,
missing?
Is that it? I think that's about it
Is that it?
on the main card. The stuff we're
Main
talking
card.
about. I mean, yeah, Jericho beating
Jericho.
beating
Yeah,
Enzo and Cass,
which
was,
I love.
yeah,
but
it was a weird decision.
it was weird. Anything that gives KO a push, I love.
but still, it was weird.
And you know what? This makes me really sad. Enzo's getting boring. Is that weird? Like
Well,
his.
they're kind of almost putting Cass out front because
We knew they were going to do that.
Yeah,
He's the big one.
Yeah, but he's in the Fatal 4-Way for the like they just almost forgot about the tag. It seems like
Right, but his promos are getting to the point where
the one at
people
SummerSlam was
aren't-
bad. It
aren't
wasn't good.
caring.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one. Like he has some really killer promos sometimes, but like
sometimes, but it's the same thing over and over again. He
But
makes weird rhymes and weird jokes.
Yep.
And sadly, when John Cena was word life John Cena, he had better ones, and that's rough.
yeah. So
To say that John Cena is better at cutting
and that's just a great way
rapping
to.
promos
Yeah.
than him.
This is just just how the night went. It felt like it was just weird and odd decisions.
It was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it was, and it made it unpredictable and kind of fun.
Right.
But yeah, it was definitely strange.
It was fun. It wasn't as fun as Brooklyn.
Back to Brooklyn? No, yeah, I completely agree. I'd give SummerSlam like a B plus.
Yeah, Back to Brooklyn's A plus.
Oh, it's at least an A.
It's not as good
minus
as the
at least.
first one, but it's damn close.
It is really close. God, yeah, it's a top to bottom stacked card. Like, and it never felt boring. It never felt dragged on.
If CN would have had a better wrestling match,
Yeah,
it looked like he was trying to
steal
sabotage
it. Yeah, it kind of felt like he was trying to steal Bobby Roode there.
Yeah,
it felt weird.
He was holding him down in pins,
yeah,
which has happened not in a long time.
yeah.
Like back in the past,
Like you can tell the ref had to pull off a couple times. Like
Right.
that kind of soured it for me.
I don't like him anymore because of that.
Shinsuke Joe, by the way, you have a new NXT champion in Shinsuke Nakamura,
Yes,
and
amazing.
a phenomenal match, just stiff. It was exactly what you'd expect from the two
I-
of the pioneers of strong style.
I was ready to go
in the big leagues
the second that black gentleman walked out
and started
with his violin and played a killer intro, and then went straight into his theme music.
Yep.
We
That was
almost knew that
so
he was going to
good.
win because of that.
It was
Because they
so
don't.
good.
it
And then
was-
Joe just kind of walked out. But
yeah, just they didn't give him anything.
Did Joe actually break his jaw then?
Yes.
Or dislocated or something
did.
like that? Okay, yeah, I saw rumors
unless
about that. but I
that,
wasn't
unless
sure.
them sending me updates is also a work.
Yeah.
He dislocated.
But
his
yeah,
jaw.
whew, and he caught some good ones. Whew. But
And
yeah.
I don't want to call it a Kinshasa. To me, it's always a Bomaye.
Oh yeah, the Boomaye, the death, but that's a death kick, isn't it, or something, or death
I don't
knee?
care.
I can't
He
remember what
caught
it translates to.
That was a vintage New Japan Bomaye.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
right,
he caught the one off the top too.
the one
to
off
the back
the top.
of the head.
Yeah, hit him in the back of the head, and that always sets up just
The-
the murder.
Yeah, that
Bomaye,
follows him.
Kinshasa, whatever you want to call it. But it caught him right under the chin,
Yep.
and that would have dislocated anyone's jaw.
It was great. It was a fantastic shot from.
It probably would have broke my neck.
Oh yeah, I probably would have killed one of us.
Oh,
Either of
wow.
us.
It
But
was
yeah.
an amazing match, though.
Yeah, Shinsuke definitely deserves it.
Shinsuke has not had a bad match in NXT.
Not yet. And
I don't think he's ever going to.
probably not in NXT because now he's up at the top
not
tier.
in NXT.
Yeah, and they're not gonna give him somebody that's trash. We also had the debut of Ember Moon,
Ooh,
who is
yeah.
bae to me now. She is just bae. Oh
She's
my
not
God.
my babe, but she's very good.
Oh my God, I love the gimmick. I love everything about her. The way she moves, she's fast as hell. And I think once you get her away from like Billie Kay and you get her with like a lady like Asuka or somebody like that, you're gonna notice that she is incredible. Because and I've never seen someone get over on just one move because the crowd was kind of like, yeah, okay, she's good.
She's pretty good. This wrestling match is going.
And then she
fine.
did that like corkscrew stunner.
Yeah.
And it just.
Did they name it? I didn't hear a
don't think they
name
named
from
it.
the announce
I don't
team.
know, like Blood Moon Rising or Bad Moon Rising, something like that would be awesome.
I feel like that's the names we were throwing around.
Yeah.
Bad Moon Rising.
Which is also the name of a song, but screw it.
Right. So is a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think that would just be awesome because she was. Oh, I was just when she hit that, I ran. Like I haven't
Right.
ran like that, and since
No.
Finn got drafted.
No, you sprinted all around the house, down the stairs, and back up.
Yep.
And
I was like, oh my God.
And to add to somebody getting over on one move, someone also went down a peg because of their finisher, and that's Bobby Roode.
Yeah,
It's-
that was bad.
It's just a boring pump handle slam.
Slam,
It's
yeah.
what Road Dogg used to do.
yeah, and I don't know.
Road Dogg.
the glory bomb. I was hoping for a lot more because Bobby's so strong.
Right, and Bobby's a technician. He's a really good wrestler.
Yeah, and so a pump handle slam doesn't feel like a finisher
Right. I feel like
in this day and age.
yeah, it's not. It's like it's like walking out there doing a body slam and getting the pin.
Agreed. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the glory bomb.
I liked everything else he did
Yeah.
because he's awesome. Watched him in TNA. I can't wait for Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. Haven't seen that in a couple of years. It was always good in TNA.
And AJ is still in his prime. I don't know about Bobby yet. I'm still not super sold on him.
I don't know if AJ's ever going to be out of his prime.
I know. I think AJ's going to retire before he's bad.
Right. He's almost like a Shawn Michaels. I think if Shawn came back now, he'd still
be good.
He'd still be good. And I think AJ's another wrestler like that.
Agreed.
Like John Cena, no. John Cena had his little glimpse of a prime, but it's not there anymore. Like, yeah, he can still put on an acceptable match.
Agreed.
But I think AJ is always going to be AJ Styles. He's always going to be the phenomenal one.
Agreed. But yeah, so just a killer match out of Bobby Roode. It felt weird because of CN. And CN did have a couple moments in it where were pretty cool, but it just felt weird and kind of forced. Then you also had Austin Aries versus
Which
No Way Jose.
I love Austin Aries.
Agreed. And I also like No Way Jose.
I do not.
A lot of people don't. I don't mind him. And he was good in this one, I thought.
He did pretty good.
A couple botches. It wasn't botch free. No. But that's okay. It was a good match. I thought it told the story very well. God, Austin is just so slippery with that Chancellor.
Yeah.
With that, man,
good.
He was just doing the craziest transitions, and I was like, oh man.
The most exciting dive to the outside is Austin Aries.
I think he's gonna die every time.
Yeah.
He hits at 100% speed. He hits at just
right. And he just goes one slot lower than everybody else over the first rope, and that means he's coming down
at a downward force with just so much more power, like
because he's already diving.
It's not a Copa Suicida where he's jumping over the top and he's just kind of they have time to catch him. Mm-hmm. If they're not ready for him, he's gonna get either hurt or he's gonna hurt someone.
He's gonna snap his neck if someone moves.
Yeah, and even if they don't move, like if they just don't fully commit to catching him, right? Yeah, they're gonna get hurt or he's gonna get hurt.
But he's been doing it for 20 years.
And it also looks fantastic.
Right.
It just makes you cringe every time. You're like, oh man.
He needs to teach Biggie Langston how to dive to the outside.
I love Biggie's dive.
Because he almost dies every time.
Agreed. Just like I like Sasha Banks. Whenever there's that.
No, God. When Sasha does it, I'm always just... Because she lands on her head every time.
Whenever there's that moment where you're like... Where it does take your breath away. Where you're like, are they dead?
Right.
That's awesome to me.
But it doesn't take your breath away for the right reasons.
But it's impactful. It makes it exciting. Like when
Stone Cold hit that final stunner at WrestleMania 14, that's where you went, oh my God, he's gonna get it, and then he got it. Or like
just like when Finn did the double drop kick. Yep.
Yeah, when Finn finally hit that last
coup de grace.
Coup de grace. That was another, and Shinsuke hitting that last. That's a good one.
Last Kinshasa, yeah.
But you see someone fall on their fucking head, then you're like, oh God, like, are they okay?
Yeah.
Is this match going to continue?
It's always exciting, though, to me.
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
Another one for the bad ones is like when Brock Lesnar did that shooting star at WrestleMania, landed on his head.
Fucked it up for everybody else.
A gun went off.
Yeah, and he fucked it up for everybody else. Well, that's not exciting, though, because he didn't hit it. That's just like if Biggie missed.
You know what I mean?
You know,
but like,
then I'm
he got
worried,
in the air and you were excited, and then you could tell that he was going to land on his head.
Yeah.
And then you just, oh God.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the NXT Brooklyn card. It was really good. I thought it was really good.
I still think that whenever they go to Brooklyn for NXT, that's their WrestleMania. I feel like their SummerSlam. NXT is always their WrestleMania. Dallas was great, and it was awesome. But back to Brooklyn 1.
Yeah, the end was very Full Sail. Not to put down Full Sail. Like, Full Sail's an awesome crowd.
Right.
Which is why they continue to do it there. I'm sure if the Full Sail crowd was shit, they'd move it.
Right.
But despite their, partnerships and stuff. But
you can get partners anywhere.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know. But yeah, the end didn't feel that impactful in the scale of things. It's always the takeovers. It's never the home show pay-per-view.
No.
Full Sail.
No. And last year they brought in just one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Jushin Liger,
which was awesome.
Right. And it just put it to the WrestleMania status by bringing in someone like that.
Yep. And then this year you had Hideo Itami rush in.
Yeah.
And give
and hit a GTS.
Yeah, hit the GTS on Austin.
Oh my.
Yep, on Aries. Yeah, that
I was a
just
huge
awesome.
Punk fan. I knew he stole it from Kenta, which is Hideo Itami, but it was just, I don't know. It was a great show.
Hideo
It's their
Itami's back. It's
WrestleMania,
going to be great. Ember Moon debuting was a big pump in the arm to the women's division.
which
That
they
kind of
need
needs
now,
it, yeah.
because Bailey's gone.
Bailey's gone. It's just Asuka, Ember Moon. You have Billy Kay.
Yeah, she's not, no,
you
she's
have
not going to the main roster.
You have Ricochet's girlfriend, Tessa Blanchard.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
That's a smart man.
Follow them on Twitter. They're adorable.
Just wrestling family right there.
They are adorable on Twitter.
One of the greatest families of all time. Tully
Yep.
Blanchard was amazing.
Yep. You have the Venus Flytrap lady. She's pretty good. I can't remember her name for the life of me.
Right.
But yeah, it was a pump in the arm that needed it. They definitely reloaded again, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, they're never going to run out of talent. The
Yep.
indies aren't stopping
Nope.
their shows. Ring of Honor's not.
Nope.
They're always going to have talent to pick away. I mean, it's sad to say about like New Japan and TNA and Ring of Honor, but they're the AA. AAA is NXT, and the majors is WWE.
Agreed.
That's just you. That's the steps you have to take now.
Agreed.
Unless you're AJ Styles, and you go straight to the main roster after going through all of them, actually. So
Yeah. But yeah, just a really good weekend to be a wrestling fan. It was bizarre and fun and everything you kind of expect of the lifestyle, I guess.
yeah, I mean, it was good.
Yep.
I can't complain. I mean, we're gonna complain
That's who we are.
because we're wrestling fans.
That's who we are.
We're never fucking happy. But if this show happened 2 years ago, match for match, everything was the same.
Would have been the best match.
We would have
ever
thought it
been.
was the greatest pay-per-view
Yep.
of all time.
Yeah. But I guess we're getting kind of spoiled now.
Yeah, we're getting very spoiled.
with just a fantastic product through and through.
Right, and now we're nitpicking.
Yeah.
Like,
just
oh,
little
the
things.
belt's ugly. The fuck, who
yeah.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's a belt.
Yeah, you notice that's a sign that you have a great product is when we're complaining about the belt and not.
Right, 5 years ago, Miz was champion.
Yeah. See, that's a lot worse. That's way easier to complain about than just a belt. Like, now we're just nitpicky about it.
Oh, I
But
wish
that's
the
who we
belt
are.
wasn't red. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Why are we
Like,
even talking about
it's
it?
a thing. They're not going to repackage that belt. You know they're not.
No, we're just gonna have to learn to love it.
Yep.
It's still better than Davis Championship.
Yeah, it could be a fucking butterfly.
Yeah, a tramp stamp.
Yep, that could be a lot worse. Well,
Yeah.
we still haven't gotten any Twitter submissions.
Yeah. Fuckers.
No email suggestions.
Nope.
What do you do? What are you guys doing? You're just listening, going through. Hell with that. Hit us up. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Give us some criticism if you want.
Yeah,
We
fuck
would
it.
like to
We'll
make
read
this
it.
better.
We'll read it.
We're not stopping doing this. So if you have any suggestions on how we could make it better,
And we have our own ideas too.
right, like
but-
if you want us to be, if you want to see us, we might do that. We might make a podcast where you can see us.
Yeah, we could do a video one. That doesn't
Right.
hurt me. I mean, I don't think either of us are really cut for video, but it's fine.
No, I have the face for radio. I
Yeah.
always have.
I said that first episode.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm the same way.
If you want us to do top tens, short ones, not our usual top tens where we go for an hour,
Yeah, I'm still cutting our Legends one right now.
it's great when it comes out.
It's gonna be a banger. We definitely took. I didn't think about it. We did 20 some odd picks with some honorable mentions.
Yeah.
in there, and I didn't even think about it. Usually we run about a 45-minute time limit, just for uploading sake, to make it easier on ourselves. And
We went an hour. We went Iron Man's.
We went
Iron Man, didn't we?
a full hour on
Yeah.
it. So I'm trying to creatively cut it and make it into a thing, and it'll be out soon.
Ric Flair length.
Very much so.
60 man. 60
then
minute man.
We have next week probably we'll be doing our new era top tens. Our guys that are currently wrestling that we really love.
Yes. Not just in WWE.
No, it's a lot. My list is about half indies. I think yours is about the same way.
It probably will be. It'll
Yeah,
be.
I mean-
some NXT will be in there.
Yep.
Not a lot of WWE, but some.
Yeah, and top 10 right now is gruelingly hard
Right.
for us. Like, yeah, I don't.
It changes week by week.
It does. It really does. So yeah, hit us up on Twitter though at WA Cody Long or at Wrestling Agenda 316.
Yep.
At Klein Kyle 69 is the one I usually use. I think like a real American hero. Hit us up
Always
on
gotta
at
end
the
with
wrestling.
69.
Yep. Hit us up at the wrestling agenda at gmail.com. Keep your eyes out. We're trying to get our website going, thewrestlingagenda.club, because club is life.
Also, the channel has its own Twitter. It's at Wrestling Agenda.
It's too easy to get a hold of us, guys. We're not snobby. We're not going to turn down any questions.
No.
It can be from anybody.
Like, and you can say whatever you want. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to find you. I mean, we could, but we're not going to.
At our current listener base, we probably will be able to find you.
Oh, yeah, since it's all our friends.
But we're not going to be like butthurt over anything. We're not going to be those guys.
Right.
So yeah, we need to get that going, because I would really love to answer questions on the air. That'd be so much fun. Unless you're Matt Huffman, stay away from that then. But
Matt Huffman. That's two shows that he's
I'm going to plug him every show from now on. Our resident John Cena Roman Reigns super fan.
Oh my god.
But he makes it interesting, I guess.
I'm sure he's a big fan of Eva Marie too.
Yep. I'm going to yell at him right now. He wasn't there for SummerSlam.
He was not.
No big deal. But there was a segment where there was a driver to the apron, wasn't there?
Oh, are you talking about the hardest
part of the ring? And I always get a text. Didn't get one there.
Yeah.
Kind of made my day worse. But it's fine, Matt. You stay
me
classy. Yep, you stay classy, though. You're just ruining our lives.
Yep.
But yeah, so hit us up. Let us know what you're thinking. We're always available, I guess, guys.
Yeah, we always are.
That's about it on the agenda tonight. What do you say, Cody?
It's pretty good.
All right, Don.
Ring the bell.
Yep, ring the bell. Don Breaker, play us out. Club for life.
Too sweet.
Too sweet.